Fort Portal, Uganda, western part of Uganda. Work with a church there. I'm the assistant pastor. We have a school of ministry, and the school of ministry students, we take them on outreaches and evangelism probably once a month, going out, talking to people, trying to tell people about Jesus, the gospel, meeting people, going door to door, things like that. Okay, well, in one particular case, I'll just share a testimony. We went out to a village that's nearby us, about 20 miles out, Kitchuna, and we were base our operations out of there. We're going to be doing a day-long activity. We're going to go around and talk door to door, invite people to see the Jesus film, a movie that evening, and we've got somebody who's on the ground there who would be doing follow-up, and so we broke into teams, and I was with a team. There was 5 of us, and we're walking along. We come under a group of trees, and we meet up with some people that are there. We have some tracts, and we're getting ready to talk to them. There's some Seventh-day Adventists. You know who they are because right away they kind of identify themselves as saying, "Yeah, we believe what you believe." We go, "Great, you're Christians? Are you born again?" And they might even say yes to that, or they'll just nod, and they'll agree with you. And there were some other people there that were probably not saved, and we were talking to them, and they started interjecting. They would come and interject some of their comments, especially things about, well, you really need to follow the commandments, whatever. And we're like, yeah, we agree with the commandments. We agree with that. And then we found when we were leaving there and going off to go and find some houses and go door to door, they came alongside of us and came with us. And we went, okay, they want to come and join us. That seems okay. And then we would get to somebody's house and start talking to them. And then they would interject more. They would start saying, well, you really need to be on the Sabbath. The Sabbath is very important. Or other things that we don't really agree with. Talking over us. Or you'd be praying for somebody, and they would grab their hand and kind of take them off. And it was really distracting. And you would say, we're not together with them. And the person now that you're witnessing to, or their homes you're in, gets confused. And that was really, it was discouraging to us, it was troubling, and then trying to back away and tell the people, look, we don't really want you with us. And they say, but this is our community, and this is where we are. And just trying to get them to leave us alone was hard. Some other experiences we've also had are just they're openly refuting. If you get to an area and you're sitting there and talking with somebody, they'll begin bringing, refuting whatever you're saying or coming against it. And then they'll go into local dialect. And I'm working in English, I'm working with the translation. Some of them might know it, some of the people we're in, because I'm working with Ugandans. Right. And then they start to have an argument about issues, and I've got young school of ministry students, they're not very mature in their faith. Really, now I'm as their teacher discipling them, I'm worried, because now they're in a debate with somebody. I don't know how well I've equipped them to be in this debate, and now we've got a non-Christian, or some non-Christians on the side, or somebody who's wondering about the faith, or we've just tried to evangelize. They're stuck in the middle of this, and then you might even find this second or third Seventh-day Adventist person comes around and starts talking to that person we've just been talking to. First of all, letting the people that I'm with know what the Seventh-day Adventists believe clearly. I kind of know, but I don't have literature with me that spells it out clearly, at least in that area. I don't know if they all agree on the same thing everywhere. At least in our part of Uganda, their particular beliefs. I don't know if they have subsets of religion or subsets of beliefs. Their practices in that way. That would be helpful just to train the people that I'm with. The second area is how to deal with them when we get there, something that we could give them in their hands. There are some Seventh-day Adventists that might be open, because again, when I first met the first group, they were open to join us and say, hey, we're with you, we're part of you. So they might be willing to receive literature if it was something that would minister to them. Even if they just read it and they disagreed because they're being convicted in their heart, that at least the word to be sown there, the truth would be given to them in such a way they'd be able to receive it. So those kind of resources would probably be very helpful. The Jehovah's Witnesses are extremely active, all different places. Both in Fort Portal where I'm at, we've gone on a mission trip up into northern Uganda, and very ripe for them to be there. The conditions where we're at they're already there in full force. And what I mean by that is that Christianity has been there. There's been crusades done by Pentecostals, kind of this watered down blanket approach to just getting tracts out there, or people that are were born Christians. Church of Uganda, which I think is the Anglican Church, or other churches, they're born into that. They're weak. They have problems. You know, they're struggling through life. The Jehovah's Witness come in and really start working with somebody, going to their door, a lot of follow-up, weekly follow-up. They target women, especially when their houses, the men are out working or sitting under a tree drinking or whatever. They'll come in, help the women, offer to help with the kids, pay school fees, things of that nature, which really minister to people. And next thing you know, that person then doesn't want to even hear the gospel from you anymore. They've identified the Jehovah's Witness. I don't know, something they tell them that we're dangerous or we're a problem or don't listen to us. Then up in northern Uganda, where I saw there's been starting to go out there and evangelize. Churches have been doing that, getting out there, telling people about Christ, but then no follow. Not leaving missionaries on the ground, not leaving Ugandan pastors there to pastor and shepherd people. You've just flung the door wide open for a group like Jehovah's Witnesses who will do follow-up, who will go door to door, who will put people there that will come in and build churches, I guess, or build congregations.